Welcome everyone to today's lesson where we will be looking at changing the color of objects. We're going to work first on this image of the chameleon, and to change the color of this image it's pretty simple. We have a menu up here which says colors, and then we're going to select hue and saturation, and then we can use these three parts of hue and saturation to change the colors. So first, if I change the hue, which means color, hue means color. If I change the hue, you can see the result on the left hand side, like so. If I change the brightness, or lightness in this case, I can make the image either darker or I could make it brighter, like so. And if I change the saturation, what that means is I can make the color more intense. It pops out a little bit more, or I could make it less so, make it sort of grayish or black and white, whatever you want to call it, like that. Now I don't want to change the color of the whole image. What I want to do is just change parts of the chameleon. So I'm going to zoom into the chameleon's head here, like this, and I'm going to use my free select tool because this allows me to create unique selections or make unique selections. Here we go. So then I'm going to start with the head here. This might take a little bit of time, apologies. I'm not going to make a perfect selection, but if you want to make your selection a bit more better than I am, then obviously take your time when doing these points, like this. It's going to go underneath here, like so. And then I'm going to connect it to the first point, or maybe we can just do an extra point right here. And I'm going to connect it to the first point. Notice how it highlights as orangey yellow. And I'm going to click, and then I'm going to press enter on my keyboard to finalize that selection. So pressing enter on the keyboard to finalize the selection. Now we're going to go up to colors, hue and saturation, and we're going to work on the color for this chameleon. I quite like this one. Maybe we're going to make it just a little bit darker and increase the saturation a little bit. I'm going to press OK. And then to deselect this area of the image, I'm going to go to select and I'm going to press none. The shortcut on your keyboard is if you hold Shift, Control and press the letter A, then it will also deselect it, but this is just as good. So I'm going to press none, and if I zoom out now, we can see that we've changed the color of the chameleon. And next I'm going to work on the eye here. So for that, maybe I could just use the ellipse tool like this, and then I could press enter. I could use the free select tool to subtract from the selection. So we could maybe, I made a mistake there, like this. So what this is going to do is it's going to cut out part of the selection and leave us with just the eye. So notice how I'm surrounding an area which has already been selected, and then if I press enter, it removes that from the selection. These options here help a lot. So then I can go to colors, hue and saturation, and change the color of the eye to maybe something green like this. Increase the saturation a little bit. I might want to make this a bit darker. Let's turn it into yellow now. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to press OK, Control Shift A, and if I zoom out, here we go. We've changed the color of that as well. And you can use these skills to obviously continue down the body of the chameleon, just making parts of him different colors. So I just want to show you one more. So if I just take a selection here, I'm going to go around his arm because I might want to make his arm a different color. Like this. I'm going to press enter on my keyboard, colors, hue and saturation, and maybe I want to go for a nice sort of aqua color here. Maybe decrease or increase, decrease this time, and then saturation goes a bit lower, whatever you feel like. It doesn't have to be these colors. You're just practicing this. And we're going to press OK, deselect this area, and if I zoom out, there we go. He looks like he's got a very nice jumper on. So work your way through this image, changing every part of him or her, this chameleon, to different colors, and have fun.